it's Carol, and we're doing macaroni and cheese today. Now, we're going to start with cooking the cheese sauce. And I just wanted to remind everybody that these shows that I do, these videos, that they're so that you can substitute from a previous recipe. Like, that's what I do. I have this macaroni and cheese with bacon recipe, and I'm substituting 4 different ingredients from what the actual recipe says. And that's what these are all about. I want to show you how you can keep using what you had and still eat them because you're going to substitute. So the first thing that we have to do is put the butter. And again, remember that all of the ingredients will be on my video, so you'll see what it is. But I'm going to start with my butter. And I'm going to melt it. And we're going to use a whisk today. I'm going to melt it. Now, a whisk on this is really important because when I add my flour, which I want to show you, if you saw my pantry, the very first video, I showed you the different products that I use to substitute. And this one today is Bob Red Mill 1-to-1. And that's what I'm using to substitute the regular flour. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty much melting, or melted. Now I'm going to add my flour, and with this whisk, I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm trying to get it around the side so that you can see. And what you're doing is, you're just cooking the flour and simmering it. See how it's bubbling? When it's doing this, don't walk away from it. It will just take seconds before it turns brown, and there's nothing worse than the brown taste of butter. Nothing worse than that. Or it's brown, the burnt flavor. Burnt is worse, but when it turns brown, it still has that flavor. Now, here's, instead of milk, I'm using the almond milk, and you're going to slowly, you can hear the sounds it's making, and I'm just pouring it in slowly, the sizzle, and I'm mixing more and more. Once you get more in there, you don't, it's not as pasty. And one of the things that I always say with recipes is that it's surely up to, I have a recipe, you have a recipe, and if you really like the recipe and you've made it a lot, all right, you're gonna tweak it. And that's what makes the recipe so great, I think, because you start off, you see what it tastes like, and then If you like it that way, that's how you make it. If you tweak it, you tweak it. And that's what it's all about. So right now, I'm going to continue to whisk it. And sometimes people like their macaroni and cheese thinner, so then you can, when I say tweak, you can add more of your milk. If you like it thick, then just leave it the way it is, because this should come out a thick, a paste, a thick paste. And you can see that it's bubbling. Okay. Now that it's bubbling, what they tell you to do is to add, I'm going to lower the heat because you really don't want it to bubble this much, especially since my face is here. So now I'm going to use the cheese. And again, everything you're going to have, I'm going to give you everything on the top. You hit the name of the recipe and the ingredients come down and how much I used. But this is the Cabot, again, lactose-free. I used the Cabot, this one. Okay, I used Cabot and I used the yellow, and it's the lactose-free. And again, now I'm using my spoon. I'm trying to get all these little lumps out. All right, now I'm going to put the spoon back. Now they want you to add the seasonings, which I have dry mustard, the paprika, and salt. And so I'm going to put that in now. I put them all together. It's just easier that way. The paprika and the dry mustard really add a really nice taste to it. I guess people could say spicy, and it is kind of spicy, but not like real spicy, because you know I'm not a person that can have real spicy food, so if I'm eating it, it's not really that spicy. It adds enough to it that it's really, really good. Okay, now, the next thing I'm going to do is add the bacon. Now, again, I said, I'll tell you, I used 10 strips and I crumbled it, but you'll get all that information on the web, on the actual video site. And I mix it. I'm going to lower this. Now, again, you don't have to use bacon. If you want, you can use ham, or whatever else you want to use. It's just that bacon is real good. And I did want to show you, this product is the Boar's Head. Really good. I used it for one of my cold cuts videos that I had, a salad with cold cuts in it. And I like it because if you look on the back, it will say gluten-free, milk-free, and no MSG. And that's another thing that's not that hot for you. So I use Boar's Head, plus their meat has just such a great flavor. Their bacon is delicious. Okay, now, see this? There you go. This is perfect. Okay, now, I already cooked my pasta, and this is the pasta that I used. The good old Tinkyada. And remember what I said when you use Tinkyada pasta, and these are shells. I like them because they're smaller, especially like if kids are eating this I think the smaller shells are much better. But remember, read the directions twice, and you only have to make it once. So this is what I use for pasta. Okay, so now I can turn the sauce off, and I'm using a casserole dish, okay? And I just got a little bit of butter, and I just put the butter all around the bowl. It just makes it better. And usually, like I said, on the Tinkyada pasta, they have specific things that you have to do. So, and one is, you know, you need for it to go under cold water, and you have to make sure you get all the water out. So I used 3 cups of uncooked pasta, and this is what I got from it. Okay. Now, I want to show you again. This is, you can see it's not crunchy. It's really a pretty soft pasta, which is what you want. So now I'm going to pour the cheese sauce over. And carefully, I'm going to mix it up. And you can see the nice steam that it has. Get it nice and mixed up. Now, because I already had made the pasta, I do a lot of these things so that it's to save time. So you don't have to watch a really long video. So with this hot sauce, if you have kids and you're going to give it to them, you could give it to them just like this, and they wouldn't burn their mouth. Now, if you want to make this so that you can eat it tonight for supper, then you can just cook it ahead and put it in this, and put it in the oven, 350. Especially if it's real cold, it's probably going to take, you know, 35, 40 minutes, but you can keep checking. But there you go. This is it. Now there's only one more thing after I make sure it's nice and flat and the sauce is all over it. There's lots of things you can do. I take a little bit of the cheese from the 3 cups, and about a half a cup, and I save it. And I just go like this and sprinkle it around. You can use more cheese, you can use less, and you don't even have to use cheese. You can also, if you want, that's what it looks like. If you want, some people put like breadcrumbs on it, or what's really good, really, really good. If you want to put it on addition to this, you can crush potato chips, and you can just put it all on top of this. Very, very good. So I would bake this when you're ready. I would bake this, like I said, at 350. If you were going to bake it now, I'd say 20, 25 minutes. And some people, it depends. Do you want it really bubbly? Then wait for the bubbles to come up, and then it'll be done. But right now, this is the finished product, and I hope you enjoyed this. And again, I've said, if you guys have a recipe that you've longed to be able to make, and you're really not ready to do that, if you send it to me in the comments, maybe I can help you do that. That's why I'm here. I really want to make your cooking life with allergies easier, because who doesn't love to eat, right? So, and you have all your recipes and you want to use them. So if you want help, put it in the comments. and I'll see what I can do. Okay, take care then. Bye.